In this video I'm trying a bit of an experiment to see if I can set one of these teasel heads into some clear resin. So I've got this small U log which I was given quite a few of these, and I need to test the moisture. Several months ago I got sent these Erickhill moisture meters, very kindly sent to me by Erickhill to try out. I haven't done a lot of wood turning lately, and my health hasn't been brilliant lately, but I finally got round to doing some. So these are the two moisture meters they've sent me. They both do roughly the same thing, they're just different designs. And you can see the little metal prongs on the end there. This first one has put the batteries in the end here. Two AAAs. Very easy to operate. Turn on, backlit display. Just check the instructions because you have different settings for different types of material and wood. Just stick the prongs in and it gives you a reading. When you're using polyurethane resins, which I use a lot, it's very important to make sure you've got minimal moisture levels, otherwise you'll get misting in the resin. So here I'm just testing all round the log, and generally it's less than 10%, which is ideal. This is the other model that Erickhill make. I kind of prefer the shape of this one, but they both do the same thing. Very neat, clever little design. Two AAA batteries again. Turn it on, you stick the prongs in and it gives you the readings. Similar instructions, different modes for different materials, different types of wood. I did lots of testing. Got a bit carried away running around my workshop and house testing all different bits of wood. Both of the moisture meters gave exactly the same readings, which is reassuring. But there they are. I'll put links in the description. On the lathe, this is the Erickhill Power Coronet Regent lathe. Just using a spindle roughing gouge here, getting the bark off this U and getting it to round. What I'm doing is making some blanks ready for my Yandles demo, which has been and gone now. Using a parting tool just to create a tenon on the end. This is a skew. I'm just using it as a scraper to create a simple dovetail on the spindle. Same the other end, because I'm going to make two blanks out of this piece. Parting tool. There we go. Two blanks. Then mounting these in the SC4 chuck. You can see I've hurt my hand, that's why it's all bound up. Just using a skew to neaten up the end there. Then a spindle gouge, just creating a slight curve to the end. A slope. Jacob's chuck in the tailstock. Creating a little hole to set the teasel head into. Make sure you keep your hand on the chuck when you withdraw it. That's one done. I made 4 of these all together. Here I'm just masking off the side of the wood, ready for the next stage. Here they are. Going to use some epoxy resin. This is West Systems G5 epoxy. Mixing up a bit of that and setting the teasel heads in the blanks. Now these are some 3D printed skulls that I made some time ago, and you can see the wonderful chameleon colour changing on them. Well, these are special chameleon flakes that Emma Cook, the tiny turner, sells from her website. They are absolutely fantastic. I've used them on quite a few 3D prints. But check out Emma's website, I'll leave links in the description. She's a fantastic wood turner and I love working with her at Yandles. But I've got various colours. And there's the website. And then you get a little soft application brush for applying the flakes. Also from Emma's website. Instead of using sizing to coat them, I'm using polyurethane spray varnish, which is why I masked the edge of the blanks. Just brushing away a bit of the excess spray and then dusting on some of the chameleon flakes. They look so cool. In hindsight, I'd have been better off using a pine cone because it's got more flat reflective surfaces on it. Dusting loads of these on, and then recycling an old 5 litre carton, HDPE carton, to create the mould housing. Hot glue. This both fixes and seals the mould housing, taping them together just so they don't fall over. And this is Oticast 3000 water clear polyurethane resin from MB Fibreglass. This is my favourite clear deep pore resin. But everything must be dry, hence testing the blanks. Mix it all up thoroughly and pour it in. And then these all go into the spray equipment pressure pot. Tighten it all down evenly, connect up the air hose to the compressor, and then pressurise it to 60 psi. You leave it all connected up for the entire time it takes to cure, and I usually leave it for a good 2 days. Here we are at Yandles. It's craft show day. It's the record power guys there, and this is my demo station. All set up ready with the Coronet Envoy lathe this time. There's my blanks. Moment of truth. Did they work? I'm just unpeeling them. The beauty of HDPE is it peels off very nicely. They're looking good, but not quite fully cured. It takes quite a few days for this resin to harden off properly. It's actually quite good if you want to rough down your design, because you can cut it back on the lathe without it chipping out. So I'm using a carbide tool here. It's one of my easy wood tools. Just getting it to round, because they're always a bit wonky when you start off. As you can see, it's not fully cured, and you won't get a decent polish on it while it's not fully cured. But as I said, great for roughing down. My wife did film a little bit of me doing the demo. Not often I see myself in side view. Definitely need to go on a diet. It was a good turnout, had a great day. They did eventually cure, and I finished them off on my lathe at home. Got a beautiful polish. It doesn't really do the chameleon flakes justice. You need flatter, more reflective surfaces. A pine cone would have been better, really. But it looks quite cool. It's a little bit dark, but not all my experiments work out. Anyway, many thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and check out the links in the description.
More rubbish coming soon.